All right, Denver Broncos, Mile High View, no commercials, never any bullshit. We're going to be talking a little off topic. We're going to be talking about YouTube censorship and just censorship in general. We'll dabble into the Denver Broncos. The great Coach Bucket Man here. Hopefully I'm not breaking up.
Nope, you're good.
Okay. The great Coach Bucket Man put a video together, which got censored. I had to put it up. I don't know why. You're becoming my hero more and more because I always admired people that stood up against the establishment. When I was born, there's a movie called Blast from the Past. When I was born, just like the kid in Blast from the Past, I was born during the Cuban Missile Crisis. Well, that was actually going on. And so I was brought up, and people of my generation were brought up understanding how censorship works. And you can throw out any kind of ism you want, capitalism, fascism, communism, whatever you want, socialism, all these isms. It all works the same way. And we were brought up understanding this, that totalitarian people who want to have control over other human beings, you have to control information. That way you can feed them bullshit. Keep them in the, like they say, the mushroom phenomenon. You know, you keep them in the dark and feed them shit. And it was always understood that in free societies, never, ever censor, because what we do is whether the person's wrong or they're right, or they got part of it wrong or right, or they're bullshitting, they're lying, whatever, we're allowed to debate. And I like how a lot of people who claim that we some sort of conspiracy theory, they never come to debate. Not once do they come to debate, even though we supply links, none of these other content creators ever did that. They just make a lot of claims. So I find it very, very, very interesting, and I believe you're right, how an organization like Walmart owning the Denver, how they fear you. There's always been some sort of censorship. I think even the NFL, maybe to a certain degree, because the product is certainly going down the tubes. But we will, I guess, discuss this latest hire and talk about how, I don't even think it matters what you talked about. I think that you have been targeted with money. They paid to have you targeted. So no matter what you put out, it's on my channel. There's nothing. Also, I want to say there's a disclaimer too. They always put this out. It was removed by the person who put it up. That's a flat out lie. I never believed it anyway. I figured, they can't even be honest about that. We removed it. They can't even be honest about that. No matter who it is. You see it all the time. Oh, the provider. I see it with BitChute too. The provider. Well, that's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's just a big lie. And that's all that, we're dealing with is a bunch of liars. So, and how do you combat liars is with facts. And what happens when you can't win the debate? You get rid of the debate, right? And I believe that's what you have with your Justin Simmons videos. They had to take down because, he's an ambassador to the NFL. You can't. And then when they were up, people around the league looked at it and said, holy cow, you're right. I did the same thing. I didn't think Simmons was anything special. But I didn't really look under the hood. And when I did, it's like, wow, you're right. So even with me. So anyway, you get censored, and we're having a conversation about the evils, and it really is the evils of censorship, because it's the bad guys that do it all the time. It's not the good guys. Historically, it's never been the good guys. So let's just quickly talk about the Shaw hire. And I just think that it just happened to be the subject. I think no matter what you say, they just want to get rid of it. Well, anyway, so let's talk about first the censorship thing. Can you shed some light on that? I'm going to take a bite of a hummus, but go ahead.
Okay. As you take a bite of your homemade hummus, it gets really frustrating. But I would rather be a pioneer when it comes to this rather than just sitting on the sidelines, because sitting on the sidelines to me is for weak-minded individuals, and I'm not going to be a weak-minded individual.
I think you're giving too much credit to weak-minded. I think sitting on the sidelines participating in the bullshit is scary to me.
Yeah, it is. You're right. It is. And just a little background history about this censorship stuff. And ladies and gentlemen, I was exactly like these Walmart General fans 8-9 years ago. I was buying the bullshit. I was like, oh my God, it's going to be different. But, what really opened my eyes was just waking up, doing my research, understanding the facts, doing the hardcore research that a lot of people that participate in the censorship really don't understand. But
who's that Mile High View guy? Didn't you say who's that? What's this guy talking about?
Yeah. And this guy right here opened my eyes too. This guy has a lot to do with the understanding of how it works, playing that chess game with these individuals. That's the part that I've really flipped a switch on, in my personal opinion, because I understand how these people operate now. Because of all the, ladies and gentlemen, these last two videos hasn't been the only time I mean, I've had my BitChute removed for no reason, no explanation. I've had 3 channels taken down already.
It's just football.
Yeah, football. I've had 3 channels taken down for no reason, no explanation given, and the explanation is, oh well, it's spam. How I'm talking about football? How is that spam? They come up with these bullshit excuses, but never telling me.
If it's spam, you have to deliver it to somebody. I mean, you're not like, it doesn't fall into the definition of what spam is. I mean,
in my personal opinion, I think this guy right here, Chot's Liver, in my personal opinion, is a pioneer in this aspect, and here's why. Because these people are freaking evil, man. These people are really fucking evil. And I am not. And Walmart Generals and Penner and Walton, Elway, I hope you guys come across this video knowing that I'm still going to make videos exposing your fucking asses, okay? I have enough balls to admit that you are a bunch of you guys are full of shit, okay? You guys are full of shit, and I'm going to call you out because somebody needs to call you out. None of these other people, these Walmart General fans, these Walmart General content creators are going to call you out. They don't have the balls.
Wait a minute. Let's talk about the ownership. You want to talk about not calling anybody out. The ownership should have called this out when they bought the team. But instead, what they did is they embraced it. They did exactly the opposite of all these other ownership groups, all of it. They went, and I believe strongly that Condoleezza Rice, with her connections to this organization going back to the great Rick Upchurch, that the Stanford connections, not just with this recent hire, but with John Elway, that she had talked the Penner group, the Penner people, I believe she talked them into keeping this trust around. And this isn't a theory. Not when you can go to the Denver Bronco organization, their staff website, and see all the people John Elway put in there. So regardless if John Elway is or isn't still physically in, his people are still in there, and the philosophy that he installed is still there. I believe with you, I believe that and I believe with Sean Payton and George Payton, all three of you, Sean Payton and George Payton, that he still has that office.
What did we?
Three of you guys, and not just you, three of you guys.
Well, Chops Liver, let's just go back in time here. When you and I first started doing this channel, we were consistently calling Elway in this front office out. And what did Elway start doing? He started putting players in front of him because he couldn't handle the noise by the great Chops Liver and the great Coach Bucketman, because we were the only two people calling him out. Oh, well, Sandy Clough talks out of his fucking ass, okay? Sandy Cheeks, he talks out of his ass. I don't trust the thing that fucker says, okay? I don't trust the thing that guy says. I don't trust the thing that the Walmart General fans or content creators say, because you want to call us conspiracy theorists? It's a crime that year after year after year, the people that you listen to and that you take to heart are consistently lying to you and getting paid by that organization. That's the crime.
Yeah.
That's the crime.
Well, the crime, I think, too, is the fact that they're weak-minded. You said weak-minded people. They don't want to hear a cuss word, but you can lie to them. As long as the lie aligns with how they feel.
Yep.
If you know, and that's the danger. And this is just football. I mean, I want to get into the higher, but we'll get into the higher, but I want to go and just talk about censorship in general after we get done talking about this list higher that they had a censor. We have a guy, and you did a great work with your investigation, that this guy goes all the way back goes directly to John Elway, and his Stanford connection to that Stanford organization.
Yep.
I just want to say this: the hire. Let's just talk about the hire itself. It makes no sense.
It makes perfect sense.
Except for one area, and that is exactly. Sean Payton hired a New Orleans Saint mindset to be up in the front office last year, and this to me moved by the front office. Remember, time he was talking about there's a battle going on between Sean Payton and the front people from the front office, from the football people, there. Why would you bring in a Bill Walsh, West Coast player personnel scout? Why would you that way supposed to be running, if I'm not mistaken? A Bill Parcells, Sean Payton, and I just want to say this: we went back. I want to take everybody back to what they were saying about hiring Sean Payton. He turned the New Orleans Saints around. He turned the New Orleans Saints around. Where did the New Orleans Saints ever this mishmash? You want to talk about being system-centric, it'd be the New Orleans Saints. They were always system-centric. Why would you be scouting, have a West Coast guy scouting for a Bill Parcells team? I didn't hear anybody discuss that. I started saying, like a used car salesman turned blogger. So,
well, Chopped Liver, just to let you know, that whole time you were frozen, and I could hear, but you were frozen on camera. You're going in and out. So there you go. Anyway, this David Shaw.
I don't know if I have frozen. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I'm here. So David Shaw, the whole David Shaw hiring. It makes
okay. Now you're a friend.
I hate this fucking.
You're freezing on. I know you're freezing on my side.
I have full connection. I don't know why it's freezing.
Talk.
Can you hear?
Oh boy.
I hate this app.
Yeah, off and on. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
The David Shaw hiring, it makes perfect sense to me. He has the connection with Elway. I found the links going all the way back to 2016, 2017. It makes perfect sense. This guy is going to be another yes man in the John Elway sandbox, like I said in my last video that I did that got removed by YouTube. And like I said, what is he going to do? How is he going to make a difference? He's just going to be another yes man in that front office. And I tried telling people, and I'm going to say this right here, right now, and then I said it in my video, and this goes directly to that ownership and Condoleezza Rice that tied their hit to this trust and this John Elway-led front office. If Harbaugh turns the Chargers around, I'm going to be going in on your asses. Because you guys should have listened to Harbaugh. Harbaugh told you to clean that front office out, and we've been telling you that for 8-9 years. But Harbaugh told you directly in person, the only way I'm going to come here is if you clean out that John Elway-led front office. And that means getting rid of everybody in there. And they did.
Yeah, he wouldn't take a bribe. He wouldn't take a bribe.
He wasn't a Sean Payton. And you were talking about bringing in the Bill Walsh crap. What did I did a film breakdown, and it's on my channel. It's on my channel. I did a film breakdown of the Sean Payton offense. And what did in that whole entire comment section, what were they saying? Oh, it's a Bill Walsh. He comes from the Bill Walsh tree. No, he comes from the Bill Parcells tree, not the Bill Walsh tree. So, again, you want to go all the way back to then. I was getting death threatened and being told how wrong I was when they brought Sean Payton in saying, oh, he's going to run the Bill Walsh system. And I don't understand what you guys are just listening to these content creators and not looking at the facts here, and you guys are believing everything they're telling you. And it just
they had
made sense at the time. It made no
they were forced to have to re-clarify because I mean it was a lot of people
calling it out. That's why.
Yeah, because you called it out. Exactly.
Yeah, this David Shaw thing makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. He's had the connection with Elway going back to 2016, 2017. So yeah, just bring him on in.
Well, that entire trust. What about the connection that Shaw has with the New Orleans Saints? There's no connection.
There's no connection. What connection does he have with Sean Payton?
What connection does he even have with George Payton?
Exactly.
Or the Minnesota Vikings?
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, Shaw would make more sense. Shaw would make more sense if he went to the 49ers. That would make more sense. Okay, you got rid of what's his face? You got rid of Adam Peters. And okay, so maybe you bring in Shaw, who's familiar with those systems, those players. But it makes no sense. Other than no sense makes common sense in Bronco country and Walmart General country. If it doesn't make sense, the Walmart Generals, they'll do it. And then pat themselves on the back. And then when it all blows up in their face, it's got to be Sean Payton's fault, or it's got to be the quarterback's fault. It's never that front office's fault for anything.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're untouchable, just like Elway was, and he's still up there. There's no doubt in my mind he's still up there.
Well, that's what Sean Payton said, and George Payton.
I didn't need George Payton to tell me that. I mean, just
you may not needed him, but they did. That's the whole point. But as you said, you can see by their actions that
same old draft, same old free agency, same old shit.
Yeah, and it doesn't even matter to me whether John Elway's there or not. The mindset is still there. It hasn't changed.
Well, yeah, because why? Because they haven't got rid of Elway in that front office.
Well, they haven't got rid of any of his hires that he's put in there. They haven't got rid of his nephew. They haven't got rid of Stark. They haven't got rid of Moogie.
Yeah.
and anybody else that are up there from his regime, all from the trust. It's all still trust run.
Yes. Yes.
And you know, and it's never going to change. I mean, the only thing that's going to work for the Denver Broncos is if they accidentally stumble into a 9-win season, you know, with a fake winning streak.
You know, you know who this organization reminds me of?
Well,
It's like this whole Trump and Biden crap. It's where you have people that glorify Trump, you have people that glorify Biden. It's just like it's ridiculous. It's like a cult up there, in my personal opinion. You know, you have
yes, it's a cult. Yeah, it's a belief system,
it's
and
a
that's
cult.
so. Let's get into that. That gets us into censorship. Even the old Soviets knew they were being lied to on the regular, but nowadays you have corporations, PR firms that specialize in bullshitting because
it's all designed.
Your media is been consolidated to a few actual entities owning all these different outlets, singing the same song. And what happens is like I said, this isn't the first. What's going on now in USA, in the West, has been going on forever in totalitarian countries and regimes and whatnot. You cannot challenge the establishment in these totalitarian regimes because obviously, let's just take a look at the Broncos, and like you said, it doesn't matter, like Broncos or Biden or Trump.
Yeah.
The emperor has no. When you challenge it, you find the emperor has no clothes on any of it. Nothing's going to change in the president. I mean, nothing is ever going to get done anyway for the common person on the presidential level.
Well, of course it's not going to get done on the presidential level because they're all puppets to the establishment that's above them.
Yeah, the money. The
corporation, the banks, the big corporations.
Yeah, the fun. I call it the funny money tree.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
The funny money tree. I mean, I'm not even getting in specifics. We're just talking in general because if we get into specifics, we'll all get banned.
Well, I mean, fuck, I've been banned how many times already? So fuck it.
Well, I mean, but I don't want to waste my time. I hope that my goal is to get this out. But
I know. I'm with you.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not trying to get it banned, just waste both our time. But
I'm wasting my time covering this dog shit of a franchise formerly known as the Denver Broncos. So.
Yeah, I was just talking to somebody. It's not the Denver Broncos to me. It's new ownership, and even before the new ownership, the trust turned it into something that it never was.
To me, it's just it's a cult mindset up there. Just like if you're a Trump supporter, they're MAGA Republic, whatever the fucking whatever. Those are cultists, and then you have the Biden. So it's a massive fucking cult. It's a cult. I don't like Trump. I don't like Biden. I don't like anybody because why the fuck would I, waste my time with these fuckers?
Exactly. It's just that's how I feel about too. I feel the same way, but I also feel that way about this creature that's supposedly called the news. It's not mass media. It's mass hysteria. All they do is just ongoing fear porn.
Watch your CNN. Yeah, fear porn. Watch your CNN. Watch your Fox News. Watch your MSNBC. Watch your ABC because everything that they're telling you is so dead on, right? I'm going to say this.
Is that a joke?
I'm going to say this. Chopped liver. I'm not going to name who, but I have a family member who's a cultist herself. And very close family member, and there's no. She believes everything the news says. She hates Trump. Oh, Trump! Ah! Yeah, if you guys hate Trump, then why do you continue to talk about him? Blows my mind. You're just giving that guy more ammo, and everything that the news says. Oh, they're always right. Biden's right. Fucking Trump's a Nazi, neo-Nazi, fucking killer. He's a fucking this, that, and the third. Like, dude, like it's out of control. That's what I'm talking about. The coldest fear porn bullshit is where they sit on their asses, they watch their TV screen, watch CNN or Fox News or MSN or in her case MSNBC, and it's just a massive fear-mongering porn bullshit. It's out of control.
That's why they had to bring Trump. Here's the thing. When in 2020 Biden was being sworn in, and both of us said off camera, we both said in 4 years they'll put Trump right back in. They'll put Trump right back in.
Yes.
Yeah. In 4 years they'll put Trump right back in. It was so
predictable.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, anybody that has two brain cells to rub together could see that coming a mile away. And they're just, like you said, the anti-Trump is just as obsessed with Trump as the MAGA Trump. And it's like, all they want you to do is focus, all they want you to do is focus on that ridiculous wrestling match.
Yeah.
WWE wrestling.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying that's all they want you to do is focus on that. And like I said, I think Trump did everything he could to get Biden elected, and now Biden has returned the favor.
Yeah. And exactly. Right on the fucking money is always chopped liver. And you know what? For you people say, oh, well, Biden was the one that did the shots. Who fucking started the
Yeah, well, that'll get us right there thrown off.
Well, tough. It needs to be said.
Then we're wasting our time.
But
we're wasting our time. You got to be smart when you do stuff like this. You got to talk about it in ways on YouTube. I mean, we could be on other platforms and talk about it, but you got to be smart. The thing that they inject. The thing. You're right. Yeah, the thing that backfired on everybody. But
the thing that backfired on them, and
yeah. So
at the end of the day, it's the fear-mongering crap that gets everybody.
Yeah, well, and you see it all happening all over again. It's I'm not going to get into details, but everybody knows the new ramp-up fear-monger.
Yeah, yes.
It's because it's fair TV. We don't have a republic anymore. We have a emergency government, ruled by emergency. So you got to keep having emergencies. We got an emergency here. We got an emergency there. We can just emergency. What gives you the right because there's an emergency? Well, you don't have any right, and that's what people really need to be talking about.
I think this
guy is evil. No, that guy is evil, and that's all they want you to keep debating till the sun burns out of the sky.
Till you're blue in the face, basically.
Yeah, and that's the point we're trying to make here.
Yeah.
Or you can substitute Biden and Trump with issue X. You can substitute Biden and Trump with issue Y. You can just keep going down the alphabet of issues.
The point is they're both rolled into one. It's just they're both rolled into one, basically.
Yeah, and anybody that steps back could see that, but you actually have to step back. And again, people are so caught up in their narratives.
Shut off the TV. Shut off the TV.
Yeah, shut off the TV. Absolutely shut off the TV.
It's not that hard, folks.
Yeah, absolutely shut off the TV.
Shut off the TV. Shut off the fear-mongering. That's all. I mean, that's I mean, you compare that with the Walmart generals, it's a cultist mindset, and it's annoying. It's annoying, and it's sad that people fall for it every year.
Yeah. So, do you think me and you should start a channel on like a Rumble or something, and just talk about anything but the Denver Broncos?
Yeah, I would love to do that, actually.
Yeah, because you can't do it on this free.
You can't do it on this platform. You obviously can't do it on BitChute because I got my channel removed for just talking football and providing film breakdown. Yeah. But whatever. I mean, you know what? all I'm trying to do is get a message across to you guys that counteracts what the cultist establishment, aka the Walmart Generals, is trying to push out to you folks. That's all I'm trying to do.
Well, now it's getting real because they're talking the draft. They're talking about moving nukes around, and it's getting real.
Yeah, folks, and I'm just this. There's going to be. Why do you think they're trying to get Trump in? Because he is going to be the
wartime president.
He's going to get you. He's going to get you over the finish line to get you over there to Europe, to stuff like that. He's going to get that knight in shining armor that the Americans need.
Yeah, the wartime president. Yeah, I can see that a mile away.
Another Bush.
Yeah, well, even on steroids in a sense. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. He is going to be a Bush on steroids.
And I can't wait to
see
the so-called. I call it the so-called right and left is really what it really is.
Yeah.
It's just a construct. But I can see the so-called left joining Trump and saying, yeah, we really should be, going after that bad guy, whoever that bad guy may be.
My prediction is, Tots Liver, and I think I'm with you on this. I think the right and left will merge, and they're all going to, in terms of the Trump presidency that's going to be here in 2024, 2025. I think my prediction is they are going to merge, and like you said, they are going to be like, oh yeah, we should probably, this, that, and the third. I think they're just going to merge and agree on that aspect of things. And then that's what's going to get it over the finish line. There'll be some false flag event that's going to happen over there. And then, the draft will happen. And by the way, I just want to say this. I'm not going over there. So government, you can do everything you can, but I'm not going. So tough. I'm not going to war.
Why would anybody with two brain cells rub together fight their problems, get into the weeds they created? You didn't create that. The average person didn't create that.
Yep. It was the people that run this matrix.
Yeah, and it's not just one person. Yeah, it's a bunch of people that created, and they're not going to go. So why should you go?
Good
they
point.
Probably won't even send. They won't even send their own kids.
Yes.
So why should you go? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm probably talking enough to get this, completely jacked, but
you're not. It's not going to. I don't believe it will. They're not. They are targeting.
Yeah. Well, I did. Because I let the information out. They did take one down. They let the information. I let the information out about which company to invest in back in February of 2020, and they took it down. They took the video down.
Tots Liver. It needs to be said though.
Well, but it needs to be said. But if nobody hears it, then you're just wasting your own time.
That's why you need to save this video and put it on Rumble.
Yeah, we can. I'll probably run it through my software, and I'll have to beep your medication.
Oh, tough.
Yeah. So.
Sorry, I'm real as it gets, folks. So if you don't like it, tough.
So yeah, well, I just understand this is them too.
I know.
So this is a recorded for them too. We can start a maybe a Rumble channel or something. And I don't trust them anymore either.
No, I don't know where we gotta.
Odyssey is pretty good. I just don't get the. I like Odyssey, but I just don't get the Bitcoin aspect of it. And it's just weird. It doesn't work like any other, which may be okay. I just don't know enough about it. It's hard to get things uploaded. Yeah. You have to kind of buy your way into upload over there, but once it's up. Anyway, anything else?
No, that's it for me. I'm going to go finish some stuff around the yard. So
I'm sure this is the kind of video they wanted me to produce so that they can get another.
Then don't put it up. Then
reason.
Then don't. Put it.
I'll modify it a little bit, then put it up. I don't even care if they take it down the Bronco channel. I mean, I'm just so done with this fake calling themselves a Denver Bronco. I really am. I'm just done with it. It's just a waste of time.
Of
It will be. The whole NFL is becoming more and more of a waste of time. Not just it's not.
Last thing I'm gonna say, I am not gonna be watching any NFL games this year because I'm gonna be perfectly honest. If you're gonna support, I'm gonna say this: we have the National whatever football league that the Buffalo Bills are funding.
Yeah.
Or what? I'm not gonna watch football. I mean, I'd rather just watch college and high school and just stick with that because rugby or something like that. Because I'm not gonna watch them funding NFL. Should I say it or don't want to get the?
Well, we'll save that for another video.
Okay, all right.
But what it's not for me. It's not just that. It's the fact they're modifying the rules to basically turn it into a flag football league.
Yeah,
it might as well just be a flag football league. It's really at that point. You see how the defenses have been neutered, and it's not us saying this. It's former NFL coaches. You don't even have Wade Phillips. He's not even involved anymore. Shit, it's starting to creep into everything. Even the coach at Alabama had to leave because it's just getting so ridiculous anymore. So, it's just another one of these things they've got to soften.
Yeah.
Because we can't. And I think I'm just going to end with this. I think that the reason they hate you so much is because you don't take BS. They don't like to see young people not taking BS. They don't like it. The fact is, we can't have more young people standing up. Oh, we cool. Oh, no, we can't have that. Can't have any of that. It's not just. It's beyond just football. It creeps into everything. They know it.
Yep, life, everything. Yep.
Oh, he's just old. And for me, he's just old. He's he's from a different generation. But when they say your generation doing it, that makes them nervous because they've been trying to capture your generation for a long time.
Yeah, well, they haven't captured my mind, so.
You'd be surprised. My kids aren't captured either, and they're even much younger than you.
Good. Keep it.
And they're definitely not captured.
Good. Got to keep it that way.
Yeah, they're not putting stock in anything that the establishment is putting out there. Anyway, so there's our anti-establishment video, anti-censorship. I'm sure that it will not.
I might be on a roll, chopped liver.
Yeah.
3 taken down. Woo!
Well, plus all the Justin Simmons that got taken down. They didn't want that.
Yeah.
They didn't want that out there. When we started getting feedback like, whoa, yeah, this guy is bad. Whoop,
yeah,
they disappeared. They disappeared. All right, I gotta let you go because I gotta go and take care of people now.
Yep, same. All right, talk to you later.
All right. All right, bye-bye.